Okay, picture this. You're asked to design an alien for a movie. What are you going to give it? Multiple hearts, right? Maybe some strange colored blood? Well, it turns out nature already beat you to it. Today, we're looking at the octopus, a creature so bizarre it might as well be from another planet.
So let's just jump right into the weirdest part. You have one heart. I have one heart. Pretty standard. This animal, it has three. Yep, not one, not two, but three separate hearts all chugging away at the same time. How wild is that?
And if you thought three hearts was where the weirdness stopped, think again. On top of all that, its blood isn't even red. It's blue. So let's get this straight. A three-hearted, blue-blooded creature that seems to break all the basic rules of biology. What is going on here? Now, this whole setup isn't just some random biological quirk. No, it's actually a super high-performance system. You can think of it like a three-heart engine, an incredibly efficient way to power this animal's body.
But that still begs the question, right? Why? Why would any animal need three hearts? I mean, it seems like total biological overkill. But as we're about to see, there is a very, very clever reason for this whole design.
So here's how it works. It's basically a brilliant division of labor. Two of the hearts, the gill hearts, are total specialists. Their one and only job is to push blood through the gills to pick up oxygen. Then, once that blood is all oxygenated and ready to go, it's handed off to the main event, the big, powerful, systemic heart, which then pumps all that good stuff to the rest of the body. But here's where things get really interesting. This incredible system has this one very strange weakness. It's like a weird biological glitch that's tied directly to how the octopus moves. This is the swimmer's problem, and it reveals the surprisingly high cost of movement for this creature. So you'd think with this supercharged circulatory system, the octopus would be like the Michael Phelps of the ocean, right? But when it actually starts to swim, something totally bizarre happens to that main, powerful systemic heart we just talked about. It just stops. The main heart that powers the entire body completely stops beating for as long as the octopus is swimming. And get this, it's not a malfunction, it's a feature. It's supposed to do that.
And that little heart-stopping feature has a direct consequence on how it moves. Given the choice, the octopus will almost always choose to just crawl along the ocean floor rather than swim. And now we know why.
And the reason for that preference comes down to simple energy conservation. Because its main heart isn't beating while it swims, the act is incredibly tiring. It literally exhausts them. Crawling, on the other hand, is way more energy efficient, allowing its circulatory system to function exactly as it was designed to.
Okay, so we've covered the three hearts and the strange aversion to swimming, but that still leaves one big question mark, doesn't it? The blue blood. And this, well, this is all about some unique chemistry. So we know their blood is blue, but what's the reason? It's not for looks, that's for sure. There's some fascinating science at play here, and it all comes down to the specific molecule they use to transport oxygen. The difference is surprisingly simple. Our blood uses an iron-based protein called hemoglobin to carry oxygen, and that iron is what makes it red. The octopus uses a different protein called hemocyanin, which is based on copper. And just like copper can turn that bluish-green color when it oxidizes, when the copper and hemocyanin binds with oxygen, it turns their blood blue. So when you put all these bizarre facts together, the three hearts, the one that stops working when it swims, and the blue copper-based blood, you get one of nature's weirdest and most wonderful masterpieces. You know, it really does feel like on the day the octopus was designed, nature just decided, let's be weird today. And honestly, the ocean is a much more interesting place because of it. So let's quickly recap the key takeaways here. An octopus has three hearts for a super-efficient circulatory system. That main heart stops when it swims, making the activity completely exhausting. And finally, its blood is blue, because it's based on copper, not iron. And this leaves us with one last thought to chew on. The octopus is a creature we've studied for years, and it's still this profoundly alien. So if this level of biological strangeness exists in an animal we know, just imagine what other wonders are still waiting, completely undiscovered in the deep.